What's up, YouTube? It's your man CJ, aka the How Value Nurse, and I'm back at it once again with another video. As I chill on this balcony, I tend to have moments of clarity, moments of reflection. I like to be as transparent as possible with y'all because I do feel like we are developing a relationship as a family. So I want to let y'all know something. Dropping out of RN school, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It hurt, but it was necessary. It made me humble. I'll tell you why. Let's get into it. So before we get into this, I would like to invite you all to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button, that subscribe button. Leave a comment. I want to say, first of all, an L is only a loss if you don't do anything about it, right? And I want y'all to really understand that and make that clear, because I know it's a lot of people that failed out of nursing school and that may have just failed out of anything, but more particularly nursing school, because I got a lot of people on this channel that wanted to be nurses and want to be nurses and all that kind of stuff. So, and they told me their stories about how they failed out and, how it made them feel, how they felt like losers, how they felt like the end of the world was happening. But I'm not gonna lie, man. When I decided to leave RN school, it was a difficult decision, but it wasn't one. And the reason why it was difficult is because I was wrestling with my ego. I was wrestling with my ego. I was too worried about what other people would think and how other people would perceive me. Me putting a lot of this out on YouTube, I was wondering what my subscribers would think. I was wondering if they would continue to subscribe to me and if they would continue to rock with me based on my journey. Because, I'm aware that some people look to me as motivation, and if I stopped, if I dropped out of nursing school, would they continue to rock with me and everything like that? But then I had to understand, one, that was the devil trying to get to me, trying to get in my head, and a lot of that was just my ego. Because I think one thing about being somebody that is well aware of himself and that's in tune with being a man, you have to know when it's time to slow down. You have to know when it's time to chill. You have to know when it's time to adjust, rather. You dig what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I had to learn. I had to learn not to take too much on at one time. I had to learn when to slow down. And I had to learn that I just could not do everything at one time. And I even got a comment on the popular video that I put out, RN school, while going back to my RN degree was a huge mistake. I got a comment saying that, well, men don't know how to multitask. I went to school with a job, kids, and all that kind of stuff, and I got through it. And see, it's comments like that that will make most people insecure about anything. You know what I'm saying? It will make most people insecure about school, putting their failures out there. And the comment didn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I just responded to the comment and I said, well, that's wonderful for you. But that's why I always get a disclaimer that I only tell stories from my point of view, because I don't know what y'all going through in particular. So, like I said, the comment didn't bother me. I responded to it. But it's comments like that that make people not want to put their stories out there. And I'm not the only YouTube channel. I'm not the only one that has gone through adversity while going through nursing school and everything like that. But if the right person would have saw that, and for all we could have known, that might not have even been a real person. Not to say that that person lying. I'm sure it was a real person, but it might not have been. You just don't know. And once you get your ego out the way, you can be logical. Because a lot of us, especially dudes, proud, prideful, don't like to take L's. But the only L you ever gonna take is when you stop trying. And I know that sounds so corny and cliche, but that's real talk. And I think dropping out of nursing school was the best thing. Dropping out of my bridge program, because my LPN are I'm already an LPN. But dropping out of the bridge program made me more humble, but it made me more hungry. Because I'm not gonna lie, for the first couple of weeks I really beat myself up about it. I really did. And then sometimes that's why it's always a good thing to really sit back and appreciate your accomplishments that you have thus far. And I had to really do that for myself. I had to be like, okay, CJ, this wasn't, it's not the end of the world. But you are accomplished. You know what I'm saying? You're not satisfied, but you are accomplished. You live on your own, you travel the world, you got your businesses you're working on, you got goals, all this kind of stuff. But taking on such a huge challenge, you naturally want to do well. And when you don't do well, that's a huge blow to your ego. You dig what I'm saying? Dropping out of RN school was a huge blow to my ego. But it made me humble. And it made me hungry. Because now, with it being the blow that it was, I can come back more focused, stronger than ever. And I make this video because I don't want y'all to get so caught up in being hurt because you may not have succeeded in something. I want you to embrace it, you feel it, you acknowledge it, then you say F that. You're coming back for it all. But that's what I plan to do. I'm coming for it all. But at the meantime, you need to also sit back and acknowledge the things that you already have accomplished and that you've already done in your life. You dig what I'm saying? And just because your success, you compare your successes to others, that doesn't mean that it's not a great success. You dig what I'm saying? Even though you may perceive it as not being that great, that doesn't mean that. You dig what I'm saying? Some of y'all out there are great people. That's a great thing within itself. To be a naturally good person in this day and age, that's a beautiful thing. Some of y'all are great parents. Some of y'all are great sons and daughters. Some of y'all are just great advocates for people. Some of y'all are great seniors. Some of y'all are great med tech. Some of y'all are just all around great people, and those are accomplishments. Some of y'all help your families out. Some of y'all take great care of your kids. Some of y'all take care of other people's kids. So you need to acknowledge those accomplishments that you have. And I know sometimes when we want something so bad, it can be a blow to our ego when we don't get it. But you just have to take that and roll with the punches, you dig? So I make these videos because I feel like, one, it's therapy for me. It helps me, you know what I'm saying, to be more open. And it just helps to tell the truth. And I know somebody out there could relate to it. And y'all let me know in the comments when y'all had to leave something that you really didn't want to leave, or you failed at something that you were really striving to get. Let me know how it made you feel and how did you overcome it. Because like I said, we're not all about problems here. We're about solutions. So I had to recap, turn this thing around, and do what I was supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, y'all. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. It's an early morning sunrise coming up. Currently, we rode past Cuba, and we're making our way to Aruba. dig what I'm saying? So just wanted to make that, share that with y'all. Let me know what y'all think. And like I said, man, I'm very aware that a lot of people would love to be in a position that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? But even though some people may look at my accomplishment and be like, oh man, that's the goal, but still, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we want more. And you still have the right to acknowledge the pain that you have, even with no matter where you are. If you failed at something, you still have the right to acknowledge that pain. And just because somebody may want what you got, that don't mean you should not be able to feel and embrace that pain that you may have. But the thing is, don't let it consume you. You gotta let it get you to the point to where that motivates you. That motivated me. Even though my ego messed up my ego for a little bit, that motivated me. You dig what I'm saying? It showed me, okay, it's time to bounce back. Kobe Bryant took losses. Michael Jordan took losses. Everybody that's very successful that I know took major L's. And I had to really just recognize, okay, all right, it's all right to take an L. But it only really becomes a loss when you do nothing about it. So that's all I wanted to say this morning. I wanted to show y'all this beautiful sunrise. And let me know what y'all feel in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll let y'all in a minute. Peace.